Let me tell you, everybody's a hip-hop critic, but all I want to know is really, what do you know? I've been blessing people with this deep voice, this moist, hoping you understand that my music's top choice. Cultures and nations are starting to see that hip-hop is crazily advanced. Poetry fluently is flown in like water, mentally reshaping you just like the new world order. What's the cause and effect? When I write some good lyrics, it's the sound that you check. But no disrespect, but I question your intellect, thinking words don't matter because you can't comprehend, or the words go too fast, you need to listen in class. Cause the quality MC, son, will always amaze your ass. And every word that I write has seen the universe twice. I travel the planets making sure that I'm nice. So open up your ears, that's my advice. Cause this price is right, but there no reels on this fortune. Words and whammies will make you press your luck. So I don't care about a Grammy, rather flow for my mammy. So step back and catch this verbal jammy. Cause these skills is real, and it's time you learn to deal.
Because lyrics are important, and that's how it goes. Whoa. What's up, y'all? It's your boy, Eric Taylor, Taylored2U Coaching, T2UC Big 3 Astrology, with my sidekick, The Truth in the Building. We're holding it down. Episode 32, 32, Knowledge is Love podcast. So you know, love is keeping you in the know. This one might be a little bit heavy. We got the chat set up, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the new moon. I will talk about some of the energies, going around. Venus in Capricorn, Neptune station in direct. You got the sun and the moon at 12 degrees on December 4th, 2:42 a.m. Eastern, 12:42 Mountain, where I'm at, and 11:42 p.m. on December 3rd, Friday night. So I'm gonna let some people come in and stuff, but this is
version so far.
We're in powerful times because this is a total solar eclipse. Okay, the last of the eclipse season for the nodes of Sagittarius and Gemini, the North Node in Gemini, and the South Node in Sagittarius. What does it all mean? Wow. We're already feeling the effects of it. Last couple of days, I didn't really check out the news today. A lot of different things. And to be honest with you, I don't really watch the news anymore. And since I've turned it off, way better. I'm not getting the conditioning, the fear, the violence, the shootings, the division, the this, the that. It's nonstop. Bless you. It's nonstop. And, I think a couple of things, but I don't think I know. And I'll get back into it, and I'll ask you guys once some more people come on that question of where is your South Node in Sagittarius and North Node in Gemini? And with the Sagittarius season, what's so dope about this new moon? It's dealing with our belief systems, what we've been doing, what's going to come up from our past, what are we willing and need to surrender? Because it's time to purge. It's time to leave some things and people behind. Because when we get into this North Node in Taurus and South Node in Scorpio, it's going to be real. And that'll be for the next, 2022 into 2023. With Venus spending its retrograde season in Capricorn and getting ready to get conjunct with Pluto, Um, hmm. Neptune stationing direct. There's a lot going on in terms of kind of seeing through the fog and asking the questions of the last 2 years. What does it all mean? What have we experienced? What have we learned? What beliefs, thoughts, and ideas have changed? Right? Because remember, Sagittarius, the expansion of Jupiter, luck, fortune, but it's some dogmatic thinking, our belief systems, our philosophies, our so-called wisdom and higher learning, our father's teachings. Some of that stuff we don't like to go too far astray from. And some of us need to. So with this new moon, new beginnings, to begin something new, sometimes you have to get uncomfortable, make changes, and release some things. And this eclipse, just coming off that lunar eclipse, this solar eclipse, it being at 12 degrees, which is the 3, that Mercury energy, guess what the rising sign is? It's Virgo, Mercury. What's Virgo? Sag is in Mercury, 15 degrees. That's 6. Service. Virgo, the 6th house. The medicine and the food. The herbs and the wheat. The nurse. The analyzer. The critiquer. The fixer. That stepping into adulthood. The Virgo energy. That critical eye that Virgo has. I always say everyone needs a Virgo personal assistant in their life. I'm a Virgo and I could use a Virgo personal assistant because Virgos are detached from, it's the only earth sign that's sort of very airy, especially in thought. It's not as chatty as Gemini. Virgo's more quiet and assessing, studying first. Gemini's thoughts and ideas and jumping in and hands-on, the 2 hands and 2 arms, right? The jokester, the trickster, the jack of all trades, the Jane of all trades. Gemini jumps in. Virgo will jump in when it's ready and it's comfortable and it's analyzed and assessed things and wants to make sure things are sometimes too critical, too picky, sometimes fearful or not, or maybe a little too hesitant or wanting things to be perfect. But with this new moon, having that as the rising sign ascendant, it's perfect. Remember, there are no accidents. Anybody come in?
Taylor said, how will the eclipse be affecting us? How will it differ for us?
Well, us meaning who? The global collective, you personally. As a collective, remember Sagittarius, the South Node, and the South Node, which in Vedic astrology is Ketu, it's a karmic energy. And it's an energy that can not just have us purge, but it's energy that separates, cuts, divides, releases. It's a gift or skill or talents that we've mastered from past lives or the first 30 years of our lives, right? We got this, we own it. But it's time to let it go. So in our own personal charts as human beings, we need to look at Sagittarius, what house it's in, and what is it in that area of life that we need to let go, right? Surrender, let go, let God, trust, increase your faith. Because Sagittarius is very much about faith, higher knowledge, where the Gemini North Node is more about what you've seen in the last 18 months and what we need to get back to, right? Hand-to-hand exchange, all these podcasts, exchanging of knowledge, new websites, new social media, new ways of communicating, the farmers markets, people starting their own small businesses, people communicating, finding their tribe, their village, their collective. That's been the positive thing of the last 18 months that I think is going to go forward, or I know is going to go forward with us in terms of the next 2.5 to 3 years as we fully get into the age of Aquarius and then Uranus and Gemini. We have so many technological advances that are coming our way. Like I've been saying for the last year or two, when we wake up in 2027, and it could be 2028, but I say 2027, we will not recognize this world. We barely recognize it from 2021 to 2019, right? Everybody was like, oh, 2020, clear vision, perfect vision, before the new year. And then look what happened in 2020 and 2021. So, but still, more changes, more advances are coming that will blow this in the water in terms of this experience or experiment or however you want to label it or call it, in terms of what we've been going through. But you have to understand that these are karmic lessons that we signed up for, right?
Yeah.
Who's that?
Know thyself, 13. My North Node is in Scorpio.
Ah.
And D. Lemaine said, right on your back.
What's up? How you guys doing? North Node and Scorpio. Yeah, that's you have to kind of let go of the material, physical world and go towards more of the spiritual, metaphysical world. Now, it depends on your age, right? Between 42 and 48 is when you want to hit that sweet spot of 70-30. Some say 60-40. Some say 50-50 of balancing the nodes. I say 70-30 because the North Node's a foreign energy. We don't know it. We can't touch it. It's not who we naturally are. The South Node, which for you is Taurus, which will be the North Node in a couple of months, is you got that, right? You probably like to drive fast. You like nice things, like to smell good, fabrics, smooth car. You like fine quality food. Just Taurus is about, Venus, second house ruler, but not the Venus like Libra, all about relationships or relating. Taurus is, it's a fixed earth sign. So it's very stubborn. It's very grounded. You like nature. You like to put your feet in the grass. You like to physically touch things, right? Taurus is very tactile. Think of it as second house. The I am Aries, the baby. Taurus is the toddler. So the toddler needs to see what it values, what it needs for survival. Food, right? Taurus is the truth. A lot of good singers. So that's the energy you need to leave and go towards the healing, investigation, detective work, astrology, numerology, different occult knowledges, but also just investigation, archaeology, oils, gems, crystals. Scorpio is about managing other people's money. A lot of financial people have Scorpio energy, and a lot of healers have Scorpio energy, and not just Eastern, also Western. A lot of dentists can have Capricorn energy, but you'll see a lot of people in the medical field being Aries, Virgo, Scorpio, Capricorn, Pisces. And I'm not just saying just for the sun sign. I'm just saying that those energies can be multiple planets or whatever, but you'll tend to see that quite often. that those signs, Virgo's the nurse. Aries is like the Aries and Scorpio, that Mars energy is more like the ER doctor, the ambulance, the cop, the fireman, because they work with metal machines, right? That's the Mars. Pluto, the Scorpio part, there's death. You work in a mortuary, you know? So, but just understand that and back to that Mercury in Sagittarius too. That will be at 15 degrees. So Mercury and Sag, two different energies, right? It's Mercury and Jupiter. Jupiter is this higher knowledge, this wisdom, pontificating, liking to be jovial, hear themselves talk. Sagittarius can be arrogant, blunt, but they're straight shooters because if you don't want to hear the truth, don't ask Sagittarius a question. Do I look good in this dress? No, I don't like that on you, sweetie. Sagittarius, they're straight shooters. Not that they don't know how to be tactful, they just want to get to the truth. Where Scorpio, they want the truth, but it's in the concert with, I can't take anybody lying to me. They want to investigate, they want to research, but they have the code of living by the truth because it's about a trust issue. Psychological power, stuff like that. Sagittarius, it's seeking that higher knowledge and wisdom to get to a higher truth. But it's more faith and religion, or more religion and dogmatic and beliefs, where Pisces, both co-ruled by Jupiter, but Pisces also has Neptune, is more agape Christ-like love. It's more deep water faith spirituality. But remember, you guys, Sagittarius, globally, let's say as Americans, this solar eclipse is on America's first house, on its on its outer mask, its appearance. With the fourth house having Pisces, the Neptune, we've all kind of been in a fog in our homes, having issues discerning what's been happening the last 2 years.
Okay. Know thyself 13. Sagittarius is my moon sign. And Germ the Magi.
What's up, Germ?
Get them likes up, y'all. What's up, Eric?
What is it? Get those what up?
Get them likes up.
Oh, get them likes up. Yeah, man. Listen, give me them likes, man. After the show, make sure you guys comment and like and share. I appreciate it. It's about love, and I try to give you love, but I definitely need to love in return. I'm back. I'm back. I'm moving a little slower. You got to rebuild after 37 days in a coma. For those who know or don't know, I mean, your boy went through it. But I understand. Even as I get my breath back and get back into music as E-Complete, I will do a third studio album titled God Told Me to Tell You. And God told me to tell you guys, spiritual warfare is real. The power of prayer is real. But everything is about love and light. Jesus is real. Astrology is real. But you can't, and this is what this solar eclipse is about. You can't still be satisfied and accepting of listening to mumble rap, right? That's misogynistic and disrespecting women, and then say your wife is your queen, and you love your daughter and your sister. Those two can't exist anymore. Not in the age of Aquarius, not in this cycle of the eclipses, not in December 24th, that final square of Uranus versus Saturn, freedom, liberation, and rebellion against, and genius, innovative energy against restrictions, fear, limitations. It's going down. It's going down in the DM, right? And I'm not talking about World War Z or World War III. Everything is spiritual warfare, you guys. Everything. And the reason why this is happening now and you've chosen to be at this time, it's time for you to remember who you are and who God made you to be. to be love, to be light, to be anything you want. You can access it. The galactic center and the earth and spiritual awakening is happening now, like now, at a faster rate than ever in history. And it's all been preparing for like America's Pluto return, which is coming up, I think, in end of February or March in 2022, 27 degrees. And Pisces and Aries, you got to wait till 2025, 26. Pluto and Aquarius, 2024. Like, these are dates or numbers that I throw out, but they are powerful in terms of the energies, what's at stake spiritually, good versus evil. I got a song titled that, and it's real. I danced with the devil in the pale moonlight. I tangoed with Satan, and he's pissed that I'm here alive, able to talk to you and do Knowledge is Love, episode 32 podcast for the new moon in Sagittarius, the Archer. But shoot out what no longer serves you. Release what no longer serves you. You gotta get tired of your own habits and BS. Don't lie to yourself. Those are the worst lies to tell, right? Face your fears. Attack them. Call them out. Label them. Look at your birth chart. Look at planets. That Sagittarius moon, you know, you've got a fire and a passion internally to touch people in the world, sharing your beliefs and philosophies. Now, I don't know the rest of your chart, but that Sagittarius moon, it doesn't like to sit still, but it loves to gain the wisdom and knowledge and loves to share it, but do it in the most positive way. Do it in a way that honors yourself, your roots, your ancestors, your family lineage, and source, God. And that's what's going to get you out of this Saturnian matrix, so you don't keep coming back for the foolishness of this earth. You understand? Playing this dirty game. So, okay, what else we got there? Oh, we got a couple more.
D. LeMan said, the gifts you are now graced with to be seen. Love. Bravo.
Yeah, it's I went through some stuff. And I thank all of you for your prayers. Oh, I got to thank Water Moon Minx. We got some more emails and stuff. Got back to physical therapy today for donations. You know, a lot of my subscribers donated, and a former guest on my show, but a great astrologer, Wisdom Drops, Tanya Andrina, donated to my family and stuff. I thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. I mean, I can't believe the love, the prayers, the money, just all of it. Like, you know, and that's the thing. Like, when you vibrate high and you exist in accordance with Source and God, that's when, you know, them spirits is going to come and try to bite you, try to mess with you. They try to take your boy out. But I'm not going nowhere. And I'm going to build back better and stronger. And I got so much to share with you guys from so many levels. And that's the thing too. Things can come back in a positive way from your past, right? That are also some of your skills and talents. That Mercury with the Virgo rising and the Gemini North Node, even though this is the solar eclipse in Sagittarius, there's certain things that are going to come up that you need to revisit that are not things to purge and let go of, that are things to bring back in, complete, and finish, right? So for me, screenplay, third studio album. I got 2 albums, 4 mixtapes or whatever. Third studio album. I got multiple screenplays, but a screenplay that I should have already done years ago, but for different reasons, I was hesitant or waiting. A new book. I'm writing an astrology book. I don't want to talk too much about that, but I'm very excited. Going to have my son, The Truth, do some illustrations and some design the cover for me. I told you that Taurus and Mercury, he's a great artist. So I'm very excited, but I want to be excited for you guys. So let me know what house your Sagittarius South Node is in. And trust and believe. You guys got this, right? Stay away from the noise. Don't get caught up in the division and arguing and fighting. Even with friends and family, it's not worth it. Protect your vibrations, your energy, because everything is energy, vibrations, math, right? Numbers have power, numerology. Like, you have got to meditate 15 minutes a day. I tell this to all my clients. If you can do 30 or more, do it. Keep a dream book. Tell this to all my clients. If you become one of my clients, whether it's for a birth chart or coaching, whatever it is, right? You can see all my services at Taylored2U You want to book directly with me, Taylored2UCoaching@gmail.com. I got a sale for all sun signs, Virgo through Sag, because your boy was gone for a while, until December 19th, the end of Sagittarius season, right? I got a sale for $135 for our birth chart. That's a 12-house report with videos, a written report. And then if you want the big shebang with the custom video summary, it's $200, normally $250. That's a great deal. Okay, and this is like a custom video summary. It's like a mini movie of your life. No other astrologer is doing that for you.
D. Lemaine said Gemini Sun, 10th house, midheaven Gemini, Virgo rising, Sagittarius 4th house, with part of fortune, 4th house Pisces, North Node.
Oh, okay. This is number one, December 29th until like mid-May. And Jupiter enters Pisces. It's going to be a great time for you. So follow your heart, create. Maybe it's a good time to get into financial contracts or deals, negotiations, a new relationship, redoing vows if you're already married, relationship, I don't know, connecting with it. But that Sagittarius in the 4th house, South Node, this is very deep for you, for your roots, your mom, your ancestors. And so there might be some things that you've got to investigate through introspection, through your own lineage, your own home. Maybe you're going through, your apartment, construction, this, that, fixing things up. It could just be doing some, redesigning in the house. But there's also some stuff you got to let go.
Oh, Matt Gaming's here.
What up, Matt Gaming? Matt G? Yeah, Matt Gaming. We're going to have some fun soon with this North Node getting ready to get into Taurus, and South Node and Scorpio, for Scorpio and Taurus risings. Woo! We're going to be purging. But I think it's a good thing. I think part of the process for Scorpio risings is always, and I just went through it, right? Pain, trauma, crises, overcome it, transform, build back better, get higher, and learn from it, and then share it, and that's the Virgo and Mercury and Mars and Virgo sun. But with that Scorpio rising, it's it's the gift and the curse, and you're blessed by the ancestors. You will always be taken care of and provided for, but it's not an easy life. Most Scorpio risings go through anywhere from 3 to 6, 7 major events, traumas, whatever in their life. And I've had my fair share. I think I should be done. Okay. I've, God willing. But for me, it's just all good. I'm still in shock. And I've got a long road of recovery ahead of me. But I'm still in shock that I went through this, that I was in the hospital 72 days, that I was in a coma for 37 days, that I was out of my own home for 85 days. Like, it's insane. But my wife and kids are amazing, and they held it down. My family, my friends, you guys, love you guys, man. So I don't know. How are you guys feeling with this energy, with the solar eclipse? Are you feeling sort of some of the tensions? Because also understand.
First, Mad Gaming said, okay, and I'm a Scorpio North Node too.
Oh, yeah. Well, then when that South Node is hitting your North Node, yeah, there's going to be wow. Okay. So yeah, Mac Gaming this upcoming year, 2022 into 2023, there's going to be some serious changes in your life. And it could get bumpy, but it will be for the better, and you'll be the better man because of it. But just strap on, bro. And you might even wind up changing where you live, changing things about your physical body, whether it's your diet, your look, cut off all your hair, change your hair color. You might want to change careers. You might want to start to get into some sort of investigation or research. There can be so many different things that you can go through, but just know that there's some karmic experiences that you've already pre-selected that you're going to go through. So just, stay in truth, be open to trusting others, because that's not always easy for Scorpio sun, moon, or risings. Okay. And, that's the Scorpio rising, moon, and sun superpower, is to learn how to completely trust. Scorpio energy, we're not that trusting of others because we can see the murk and the darkness of souls and spirits and people. We see the evil in the world. So we don't trust that many people because we know people are good, but they can open themselves up to being in a dense, lower vibration that other entities and spirits get on them, and they have no control over them. I mean, do you see how crazy it is out there in the world right now? All these shootings in Michigan and this and that and that. Y'all, I had visions and dreams of this. I told you I saw 9/11 before it happened, but I saw anarchy in the streets, people shooting each other at gas stations and fighting and, malls. And I've seen this before. That's the Uranus and Libra in the 12th house. But, yeah, Matt Gaming, you could always email me and we could talk, more about that type of stuff. But, I just want you guys to understand that as this energy comes about, you'll feel it yesterday, the day before, today, up to the 4th, but then a couple of days after. But even things could pop back up next May, June for next Gemini season, right? A 6-month cycle with the Sagittarius full moon. And it can play out that way. But these are also such karmic lessons in such spiritually moving times.
Said, Mad Gaming said, we have to talk. I had a life and death situation 2 weeks after your own situation.
What? Oh yeah, no, hit me up, bro.
And D, I accidentally skipped this. D Leman said, amen, except Pisces North Node in the 6th house.
Okay. You've got a Pisces North Node in the 6th house. You need to become like a Buddhist monk and meditate like 5 hours a day. Maybe not until like after you're like 48 years old or whatever, but I mean that's some spiritual daily work, literally being of service in your daily routine and having complete compassion and empathy. See, mine's in the 5th house, so I can be more imaginative, creative and stuff, but you can really tap in that Pisces North Node. You can tap into seeing the haters, people that hate on you, connecting with animals, small pets.
He said, oh, I'm 51.
51, okay. So, you know what I mean? Like this is a time, you know who's got this besides us? Like Puffy, Jay-Z, even young folks like Kevin Durant. Pisces North Node it's really about the book of Ephesians in the Bible, agape Christ-like love. It's truly doing no harm. It's truly loving from your heart. It's true forgiveness. It's true compassion. It's true, like, you know how Venus is, well, I don't know if you do know, but Venus is exalted in Pisces, right? It's at home in Taurus and Libra. It's exalted in Pisces because it loves everything. It loves the plant. It loves the baby. It loves its husband or wife. It loves its neighbor. It loves all living things. Jupiter, you guys, is biology. And when it's in Pisces, it's like the more spiritual side of the Jupiter and Sag. You know, because think of it as Jupiter being the traditional ruler before Neptune was even discovered, right? Back when the Yamish, right? You know, they don't like their picture taken, you know, capturing the soul, the still soul, right? But I mean, there's depth to that, and you think about now with this whole, I'm not going to get into it with AI and technology and all this stuff or whatever, but you know, so just December through May. Remember that December through May, you might have some things in your work or daily routine. And maybe you're just like, you start a new routine working out in the pool, swimming, going on vacation, going in the ocean, you know what I mean? But there's definitely a higher calling with the Pisces North Node to literally becoming pure love to everyone around you and tapping into the collective. So when a kid gets shot in Yemen, or there's a homeless baby in Afghanistan, or people being oppressed in Bangladesh or in China, you know what I mean? Like that type of stuff, you know, I'm not trying to get all hokey and stuff, but like you're going to start to tap in and feel that and hear that more, and it's going to affect you in a certain way. And then so then it's like, how do you deal with it and how do you place it? That's part of your assignment, you know, and maybe it's just you meditating and praying for those people. Maybe it's you writing a blog about it. Maybe it's you're a journalist. I don't know what you do for your career, but you know what I mean? There's so many different avenues, but the Pisces North Node, I mean, you know, you see Jay doing his roster, you know, mine, obviously, I like to keep him whatever. There's the former actor in me and the Venus in the 1st house. But, you know, like Jay, you know, he's doing just letting his hair, you know, like the rosters just grow, you know, not to dread. That's the billionaire look. I'm not a billionaire. You know what I'm saying? I got to keep up a little something because I don't got a billion. If I had a billion, man, this thing, I might not ever like get it done or, you know, do anything. Well, I probably still would. I don't like the way that looks. But, you know, that's Jay. I ain't mad at Jay. Got nothing but love for my Sag brother who's born on December 4th on this new moon. Okay. Let's see if we hear any news about him and B, or a new album or something, you know. I've been out of the loop lately. I still haven't heard Drake's album. Last thing I heard was J. Cole and Nas, which are the last two albums that I really loved. Not too many other cats are doing it for me. Like I like Dave East and whatever, but I don't like anything with ignorant lyrics. So, and that's in any genre. It's not just being a hip hop snob. You know what I'm saying? Like to me, if you're not rocking it like Stone Temple Pilots or Nirvana did, or even the pop lyrics of a Whitney Houston, Michael Jackson, Madonna, Prince, I'm not into, I might like one or two songs from Taylor Swift or Katy Perry, but I'm not into that stuff. Lana Del Rey is a little bit better, some other people, but like most of these people, like nowadays, the lyrics is weak, And, I'm a straight shooter. I'm going to call it like how I see it.
Okay.
So let's catch up.
Know thyself. The energy lately has been feeling heavy for me.
Yeah.
And then I believe it's he. I hope I'm done. I'm only 27 though. Glad you're back.
Thank you. So 27, you're having your Mars return. Now, can be an intense time because Mars, it's the warrior, the soldier, the fighter, but it's blood. It cuts, divides. I don't know if you saw my last show of my wife, but my transiting sun was activating my South Node and my Mars in my birth chart. Mars is literally procedure surgery, right? So when I got intubated, that was my personality, my light, my vitality hitting that Mars with the South Node. It was like fated, karmic, that I had to, I hate to say that in some way I had to go through this experience, right? Because it does it every year. So there's other combinations that were in play because the Chiron return in Aries, which I didn't mention last show, because there's certain things in transit every year that happen. Doesn't mean you go through, some sickness or illness. Okay. So understand that. But because I'm going through a Chiron return, right? Sixth house, house of health, right? It's heavy. So go ahead. What's after know that stuff?
Okay. Then.
But stay prayed up. Stay meditated up.
Zuru.
What's up,
Yeah.
Zuru?
Hey, I got a question about the moon. Do you believe it is what they say it is? I mean NASA.
NASA. Well, the moon is moving further away from our planet. I'm not up on all the things that NASA say it is, but I'll tell you what the moon is. It's your soul. It's your breath. It's your family. It's your mother. It's your emotional reactions. The moon, you can see through the moon aspects of your own health. The moon is super important. I forgot where the moon was when I got, I think the moon was in Leo. I'd have to double check it, September 6th. But that was close to the new moon. So the moon could have been in Leo or the end of Virgo or the end of Leo. I don't know. I think I remember it being at the end of Leo. But yeah, the moon is very important. But yes, it is moving slowly away from Earth. The moon is biology like Jupiter in terms of the moon. Remember, the lunar calendar, the farmer's almanac. It gives the plants light at night. You can charge up your crystals. It controls a woman's menstrual cycle. It controls the tides of the ocean. Remember, God controls it all, every planet, the whole universe. So just think of the synastry and the symmetry between the moon, which is why it's exalted in Taurus, because it's the closest thing to the earth. It's at home in Cancer, but more emotional. The moon in Taurus is more grounded with its emotions, more chill, more stable, right? Taurus is stable, stability, earth, grounded, right? All right, go ahead. What else?
D. Lemaine said, music is energy with a frequency signature. We have to be mindful.
Yes, that's why. But see, they changed it. Was it back in 1917? The music on the Accords, they changed it. Instead of being at 4.3222 megahertz, they changed it to like 4.444 something, and it comes out to being like 4666666 or something crazy. There's a whole video on Instagram about it, but it's not as peaceful as it used to be. It was one pitch higher back before, I think, 1917. And so, a lot of musicians and different people were thinking about changing it back. This is why you'll find that you're better off playing for your children Beethoven, Bach. Like I used to play for him jazz. I would play Beethoven and Sebastian Bach, and classical music. It can be very peaceful and calming, but is also good for the mind for a baby. This deep bass hip hop and the mumble stuff, it affects the cerebral cortex, the nervous system, and can get you more angst, more hyped. And that's good for a party in a club. But then you see what happened down at Travis Scott's thing and all that. I mean, the reports are like, oh my God, the whole thing was like so demonic, and neither here nor there. I'm not a fan or whatever, but I wasn't there, so I don't know. But you got to understand, music is powerful. It's mathematics, it's vibrations, it's energy. All that stuff matters. So protect your shield, protect your energy, always. And this is with everything, even watching too much reality TV or too many violent shows or whatever. I'm not saying you got to become a prude, but just be aware and mindful of what you're ingesting in your spirit. Stay spiritually lit up and aware. Okay? It's important. And it's also with the food you eat. And I'm not saying become a vegan, vegetarian, pescatarian, whatever. You eat whatever you want to eat. But there's certain things that are just not good for you. Cigarettes aren't good for you. Soda's not good for you, right? If soda can rust the paint off a car, what the hell you think it's doing to your insides? You know what I mean? So you just have to, it's 2021. There's too much information out there for people to be doing cigarettes or vaping or whatever. You know what I mean? But I will say this, think of eating what's living, right? Biology, the plants. Yes, we were coming from hunters and gatherers, but we also came from the water and the oceans, the planets. So, you know what I mean? So, I can't say too many things here, but, so just listen to your Black Moon Lilith. Look in your chart, listen to your gut instincts, even with eating, because it's pheromones, hormonal energy, your root chakra. You'll know when you eat something if it's right or if it's not. I don't miss chicken. I don't miss turkey or beef. If I want to bring it back, the only thing I'll bring back is a very lean steak. I haven't had a craving for one yet, but when I do, I'll eat it. But you know what I mean? Like, and with all this weight that I lost, I got to build back this muscle. Maybe I'll have like a couple steaks in the next year or so. But the main thing is, listen, what do animals eat? They eat the grass for their protein and fruits, and vegetables, right? So you get more protein from stuff like that and nuts than you do from actual meat. But, you do your own research. So go ahead. What?
So far, we don't have anything really.
Okay. So, but I want you guys to understand. So remember what I was saying, like, also, as you look at the Sagittarius, look at the Gemini in your chart and see what things can come back up in terms of your creativity or your skills and talents. Remember, Gemini is like your self-efforts, your hands. right? And it could just be cleaning your work desk or cleaning out your closet at home, purging some clothes, getting rid of some old CDs or DVDs. We've been purging in our own home, getting rid of stuff, and that's good, because when we hold on to stuff and things, we can block our blessings from receiving new things. It's the same thing with holding on to an old boyfriend or girlfriend that that they don't really love you and they're not uplifting you. If you ever have to question for a second if someone's got your back 110%, or someone speaks positively to you and about you, then you don't need to have them in your life. I mean, like, this is game time, y'all. Like, don't waste 1 second of your time in your life in the days that we're living in with spiritually dead people. It's not worth it. It's just not. If someone's like, you think about Wu-Tang, right? Mathematics, 5%ers. If someone's not adding on, then you got to subtract them. And that's about self-love and self-care. You've got to love yourself first, so then you can properly love. And that's what I have in my Elevators to Marriage relationship coaching program. Self-love is the key. Because also, when you love yourself, you don't get caught up in brainwashing, mind control, fear, right? Because you have the knowledge of self. You know who you are. You're going to listen to your gut instinct. And this is why I tell you with astrology, getting your birth chart done. I always say, I want it to be with me, but just get it done from a professional, because you want to be able to manifest, like, as I was telling, who was it? Know Thyself, who's 27. So your Mars is maturing. Then you got Saturn returns coming. I tell people all the time, if I was God or president, I'd be like, nobody gets married till 30, because you don't know yourself. It takes that time and that introspection. Between 22 and 32, 21 and 31, you need to be unlearning. 70 to 80% you were taught is complete garbage. And it's not a knock on all the stuff out here, but it's garbage. From the school systems, the media, the magazines, the music, the culture, the parents, everything. Religion, this, that, everything we've been taught, you can keep at best maybe 20, if you're lucky, 30% of it. And it depends on how you were raised. I don't want to put a blanket statement on the percentages, but you got to figure out life for yourself as a young man and a young woman. And who are you? And the birth chart helps you to remember and discover. It's the map of your life. The planets were aligned a specific way, degrees, numbers, houses, the time you were born. The eastern horizon, whatever zodiac belt that was, whether you're a Scorpio, Sag, Gemini rising, that sets up the whole chart and puts everything in its proper order. And there are no accidents. This new moon, having a Virgo rising at the new moon, Virgo is a critical mind. It fixes things. It corrects the mistakes that have been previously taught to you or made by yourself or others, right? Virgo is looking to perfect things, to heal things, to be of service, to make things better. Capiche? So that tells you a lot about this solar eclipse. And then Mercury being, at the 6:15, which is a 6, and the sun and the moon being at a 12, which is a 3, which is Gemini energy, the North Node, and the Mercury, there's definitely a interplay here between asking questions about our beliefs, right? Gemini, Mercury, Virgo questions, analyzing self-critical introspection about our beliefs, philosophies, Sagittarius, Jupiter, our wisdom, our knowledge, what we think we know, what we're being taught, what we've been ingesting, what we've learned, our parents' teachings. You see that juxtaposed energy? This is a deep, deep eclipse, y'all. I know y'all hearing me. I'm not preaching to nobody. Oh God. And I hmm, I wish I could even say more. But you guys know we've been going through times of censorship and this and that, and people being kicked off of social media platforms. Now, I don't think I'm that big or that controversial to go through stuff like that, but I try to keep it kosher. Because I don't want to be gone. I've been going too long. All right, I've been going too long, and I'm back.
Okay, so D. Lemaine said, so true. I always wondered why I took issue with the authority that I analyzed my chart at in clear as day. Pluto conjunct Moon, first house, square Sun in the 10th. Astrology helps clarify a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, and Sunshine on Earth is here.
What's up, Sunshine? Welcome back. Oh yeah, yeah, that square. And see, the thing is, you guys, squares and oppositions. Oh, in astrology, they say, oh, negative. They're really positive because it allows you to see things clearly, right? With conjunctions, and sextiles, they're closer. You don't always see it clearly. You feel it, but you don't see it. And so sometimes feeling something can lead to a lack of knowing it and a lack of knowledge, and get caught up in your feelings and emotions, which we all know can lead you astray in life at times. So sometimes the square in opposition, it forces growth and change and makes your butt uncomfortable. And when your butt is uncomfortable, you'll grow and you change. You don't keep banging your head up against a wall for stupidity, right? And also, like I tell my clients, no more negative self-talk. You are brilliant. You are dope. You are not stupid. You're not lazy. It's not good morning. It's grand rising. Even if you say good rising, you're not mourning. Nobody died. You're not mourning anything unless a family member passes, right? Each day is a victory. Each minute, each moment you have is so precious. That breath. Trust me, I know I've been through it. I'm still trying to capture and comprehend 37 days that were just, and really more than that. Because even when I first woke up out of a coma, there's certain things I don't remember. I think my wife said she played for me when Kim Kardashian was on Saturday Night Live, and she said I chuckled or laughed a couple of times. And it was just on the other night. And I was like, I feel like I've seen this, but I haven't. You know what I'm saying? And so even when I first woke up out of a coma, because I didn't have my voice and I couldn't talk, I still don't remember certain things. So it's really more than 37 days. And it's just like mind erase. Now, I remember everything in a coma, but I was like in a different dimension, in a dream state, in another realm. Where I was dealing with freaking, raising hell, battling Satan. Your boy. Don't worry, the devil's a liar. Okay, I'm here to testify. Okay, and but just go ahead.
And then D. Lemaine said, absolutely, we are attentive and we are so grateful for you. And then what do you call it? Know Thyself said, yes, I've turned to fruitarian, lively.
Okay, and think about it. You if you think about it, also you start to feel better, right? The reality is, you guys, and I don't knock people. I just base it on my own body and how I feel. Right? When you eat a big burger, or when you eat all this meat 5, 6, 7 days a week, twice a day, you your intestines cannot break it down. We're omnivores. We're not carnivores. And it cannot break it down fast enough for you to poop it out, which is why Americans are the most obese people on earth. Eating Arby's and Carl's Jr. and Burger King, McDonald's, Popeyes, and all this crap. It's crap food. And I'm not judging people. I didn't eat all that stuff. But, I used to eat, I stopped pork in my early 20s, but, I used to eat stuff that I would never eat now or not give to my kids. I stopped soda in my 20s too. But, the key is find what's best for you. Don't let no one tell you. You could even, get your blood work done, blood types. But even still, judge it spiritually. Sometimes going to doctors or, whatever, things are put into place because there's money, and studies and research are funded by money and lobbyists and people. No one should come between you and source. And that's that Black Moon Lilith. That's that Pluto, the soul psyche. That's the gut instinct, your root chakra. So you should know what's right for your body by what you eat and when you eat it. Take time to listen. See how you digest. See that you're going to the bathroom 3 times a day and that you feel healthy, you feel good, you feel energized. Don't eat food that has you all greasy and fried and just because it's cultural. Oh, soul food and it's soul food is because that's all the slaves got. I don't eat chitlins and oxtail. No, I'm not eating that crap. That's why so many people got blood sugar and high blood pressure issues. Never had those issues in my life until I was in a coma, and then even now my blood pressure is regulating and the blood sugar changed immediately after my wife made them put me on the proper tube feed, so, but drink a gallon a day. Get your fruits and vegetables. And if you are eating but any type of meat, fish, turkey, chicken, lamb, pork, beef, whatever, try to get it as grass-fed and as healthy as you can, and make sure you're cleaning it properly. Sea salt and I don't know, I guess vinegar. And, I'm not a professional chef, but do your best. And that's all we can do, right? And see, this is what's so sad. They make stuff so expensive. It's like you almost have to be rich to eat healthy. I'm not rich, but I try my best. And my family and I are trying to grow a little garden, and have our own lettuce and arugula and kale and stuff like that for our boys and for ourselves, and mint and, parsley and some of the other herbs. We got cilantro and, the truth over here was planting stuff. We're going to get him in the garden. You going to have a green thumb?
I don't know.
See what?
Okay. So Know Thyself said, yes, I got married in my early 20s, now divorced.
Well, I hate to say it, but I've seen it with so many clients. More than 80% that got married before their Saturn returns ended up in divorce. And some make it because it's just written. You can see it in their synastry charts. But so many, I've got so many clients. That's why I honestly say, because you know what? God makes no mistakes. Show you how astrology works with biology and what God put in human beings, right? So for women, the cerebral cortex connecting to the medulla oblongata is still forming between 25 and like 28 and a half in women. With men, it's like 27 to 31. Women mature faster, 2 to 3 years ahead of men. And so you get married at 22, you get married at 25. I got married at 37, but I also have Saturn in my 7th house. I had to learn lessons, become more disciplined, more organized, more structured, to be prepared to be a husband. right? I could have got married earlier, but it took me a while to meet my wife. And thankfully, I was the one, getting the ring and deciding, because I know I had some great girlfriends, but I know that if I had married them, that I would not have, um, that I probably would have cheated or got a divorce. But that's being honest with yourself. That's the thing. We cannot lie to ourselves. You got to be honest. And men and women need to have experiences. We can't get caught up in this, get married as a virgin. But if you do, that's a good thing too. You know what I mean? Like, there is no right way. There's no one way. And that's where you've got to be in touch with yourself and God, so you know what feels right. But I tell you, astrology ain't going to steer you wrong. It's just not. I always tell you, the astrologer can mess something up or interpret something wrong, or the client, you guys might, not remember something, or might not be 100% honest. But the astrology itself, that's not wrong. And I've seen it in so many aspects of my life. Even doing annual perfection, going back and seeing each year the birth of my children, blew me away. Totally on point. Not one mistake. The year I got married too. All of it, and you're like, wow. So now I'm still investigating my own near-death experience and the loss of my mother. And like I said, I'm going to do a show on it soon. I just, I got to do the research. And right now I'm finishing up charts for clients and stuff. And I'm focused on my rehab to continue to get stronger for my family and for you guys, because processing your mother dying while you're in a coma, it's kind of heavy, y'all. It's kind of heavy, especially the sacrifices, and with joy. But, I took care of my mother over 17 years, 17 plus. A survivor of breast and brain cancer, dementia, in a wheelchair.
D. Lemaine said, my condolences.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, now she's an angel looking over me. When I was getting out the ventilator and the trach, one of the nurses there had said that when they walked into my room, that they felt this warm spirit, and almost like they could feel like a being, and I was, and I was like, yeah, that was probably my mom. But I didn't know when I first woke up. My wife waited till I was strong enough. And then when I started to get my cell phone back, because I wanted to hear, I didn't want my cell phone in the hospital, and I couldn't talk for a while anyway, right? But then when I got my voice box and I was like ready to talk and, say hello to people and stuff, my wife's like, oh my God. And she's like letting people know, don't say anything to Eric. And then she came in with the chaplain to let me know. And I was like, I didn't see it coming. And I don't know why. I don't know. But that was like a... But I've since realized, and astrology will show me. I took a quick peek, and I know her chart, but it was time. She made it to 80 years old. It was time. So I'm going to get ready to wrap this up. Any other last comments or questions? But listen.
Know myself said, yes, I love astrology and numerology. It helped me learn.
Help you what?
Helps me learn.
Oh, yeah. Oh, numerology is powerful. You got to get into human design too. Okay. That's, a mixture of the two, and quantum physics, the I Ching from China. It's human design is dope, and it's reading your auras and your energy field. Okay. I'm a 1-3 generator. Sort of the investigator and the martyr. I got to go through the experience, understand it, research it, and then share it with you, which is what I just did. Almost dying for y'all. Hello. Oh God, I'm something else, right? I got to go that far to prove a point, to let you know spiritual warfare is real. Power in God and Jesus is real. The devil's real. Taylored2U Coaching, Eric Taylor is real. Astro travel is real. Miracles are real. So, I'm gonna go. It's dinner time. Watch the Cowboys lose. I mean, they're gonna beat the Saints, but I want them to lose. I'm a Steeler fan, native New Yorker. My second team is the Jets, and I guess I like the Giants third. But Giants are a little racist. They got to get themselves some black people in the organization. But whatever. But I love y'all. Just stay positive. Stay on your highest vibration. This is a deep time. But as Neptune is stationing direct in Venus and Capricorn, and it's going to retrograde, understand what you value in terms of that work, money, achievement, status dynamic, right? Do you love work and career and money more than sort of family, and what are you willing to sacrifice or revisit or analyze in terms of that area? And look where Capricorn and Venus is in your chart, or Capricorn and Neptune station in direct. This is don't be afraid to question everything. I'm not saying go down crazy rabbit holes and be insurrection part 2. I'm not saying that at all. And don't get caught up in some radical QAnon group or anything like that. I'm not saying that. But keep the third eye open. And when you meditate and you tap in, you can ask any question, be specific. You can get divine revelation through Uranus in your chart.
D. Lemaine said, have a magical and beautiful evening. A manifesting generator, LOL. Amen. Bon appetit. Manhattan gal here, LOL.
Oh,
good night.
There you go.
Love, joy, magic, and blessings coming your way.
Thank you. Same to you. Ditto, y'all. That's what's up. Yeah, nah, definitely. Bon appetit, keep it real. But and I miss that New York food. God, New York, it's not what it used to be. These ghost guns and everything happening, and just the whole world's getting crazy. But yeah, ain't nothing like food in New York, because New York and Connecticut got like the best water in the country, But so just it's time to purge. What?
No, I'm just laughing.
Oh, the kids?
Yeah.
All right, my twins acting crazy. It's time for dinner. I'm gonna say peace. Check it out. Episode 32, Knowledge is Love. Thank you. Enjoy this solar eclipse and let go of some stuff. Bring some stuff in. Peace.
Bye. Okay.